Hello, everybody. Once again, looking at Common Core state standards and our progression in developing and unpacking our standards and looking at how we're going to apply these into understanding by design. One of the things that I noticed when doing Common Core, the first thing that I was asked to do, and the first thing that I actually have on this website, is understanding the Common Core state standards and unpacking those standards. This is something that when we were first introduced that we were supposed to do. And um, what I noticed is that people went about it in different ways, and I guess the big thing is there is no wrong way to do it. The one thing that you want to watch out for is just unpacking it so you know there's a series of no's instead of like the essential skills and knowledge that you're working towards. So that is something to be aware of. Um, anyway, I found a really good example of somebody that unpacked their standards, and I found it off of Maryland, Maryland State Department of Education. They did a really good job breaking down the standards. As you can see here, we have, for example, the anchor standard, read closely to determine what the text says explicitly, so on and so forth. And underneath it, we have the grade levels, and then they break it down. We have the meanings of those right here. That's very convenient, and it helps you understand the standard, what skills you're applying, and where you're going with those things. That's still in question. So what I wanted to do is take a concept like this and build it towards deeper understanding, but also where are you going with it in terms of developing curriculum. So I created a template. And this template is based off the ideas of Wiggins. And I have an area here that says anchor standard. An anchor standard is a broad standard that benchmarks college and career readiness. And then essential skills. So this is essentially where you're unpacking stuff, very much what we saw with what Maryland did. And I would plug those ideas there. However, to make real understanding of these things and apply it to curriculum development, I have two other categories. We have overarching ideas, which is what skills are necessary to show learning, and then essential questions. And that really is what the driving point and the driving force of some of the things that you want to do when you're developing your curriculum. What leading questions can we ask of students to get them to understand the big ideas? So what I ended up doing is taking RL2, determine central ideas or themes of a text and analyze their development, summarize the key supporting details and ideas. And I applied it to my template. So if I take both of these and I compare them side by side, there we are. And you look at the top, I have my standard, determine a theme, central idea, so on and so forth. And then I took the essential skills. I just took one or two. I said analyze ideas, literary techniques, and specific details in a text that develop a theme or central idea. Okay, so that's my essential skill. And then what I wanted to start looking at is those overarching ideas. What are the skills? And how can I write this in a way that is, broadband? It goes across all grade levels. So I said here, writers don't always say things directly or literally. Sometimes they convey their ideas indirectly. Well, how does that transfer into an essential question? That's the big thing that we want to look at. And this is the driving point of our curriculum development. So I said, what is this text really about? And how do you read between the lines? Now notice that these aren't yes-no questions. These are things that kids would have multiple answers for, and skills that we really can focus on and develop and enrich our class. So you're trying to aim for those upper level kind of questions.